Hello, welcome to your brain spa, your brain bath. I'm potroastmom. This is Coupon. Can you hear her purring? She's excited. Anyways, we have like some spritz. We have our OG scrubber. We have the scrubber that cost me like, what was it, $3? And I'll spritz this and clean you off. Oh my God, there's cat hair. Yeah, sorry, this isn't the most sanitary brain spa, but you get what you get. I also today wanted to tell you about, also I'll scratch you. I wanted to tell you about my brother, and I was thinking about him, one, because I had a dream last night that he died. It was terrible, and he really annoys me, but I really don't want him to die. And also, he was there with me when I got this shirt. I'd like to help you out. Which way did you come in? What should we start with? Let's start with like just a spritz and a wipe down. They don't like the sound of this spray. I know Fawcett's gonna look over here as soon as I'm not doing, it's not for you. I pinky promise. So anyways, my brother lives in Alaska and he lives in Fairbanks. And I got this shirt when I went to visit him. He took me to this thrift store called, it's not for you, I promise, Value Village, and the shirt was $3, and it's probably like my third or fourth favorite shirt that I own. Hop up here, queen. Oh gosh. The first favorite shirt that I own, I also got there at Value Village, also for $3. It says, "Never trust an old man who listens to the Eagles and was born in January." And at the time, my brother was like, I don't get it. I wouldn't pay $3 for those shirts. And I'm like, yeah, you don't get it because you're not funny in the way that I am. And you're also not, there's a little more left. You're not a girl's girl. And so you'll never get it, you know? It's like a good piece of dirt that's stuck. Anyways. He lives in Alaska. No, we're gonna do this dry. We'll do scrubby side first. So he moved to Alaska. I live in Kansas City. We grew up in Kansas City. To go to the University of Alaska, Fairbanks, to study wildlife biology. And he actually just graduated with his master's. And you're like, oh, that's cool. What does a wildlife biologist do? Couldn't tell you. If there was a gun to my head and they were like, name one thing he's going to do with his degree, I'd be like, pull the trigger right now. Anyways, are you ready for the, God, there's cat hair all over this. I'm sorry about that. Get like a scrubby. Soyce, are you gonna come help, or what's the deal? Are you feeling like you're gonna help? You're gonna be an assistant? Or are you just gonna take it down? Anyways, when I went to go visit him, it was in October. And you're like, oh, what's happening in Fairbanks in October? Nothing. It's in between all the cool stuff. Like there was no winter stuff. I mean, there was snow on the ground, even though he was like, there won't be snow on the ground. It snowed 2 feet, literally the first day I was there. Also, my brother's younger than me. And so having a man who is like, well, I mean, he's only 1 year younger than me, but he's also a billion emotional years younger than me. Do you know what I mean? And maturity levels, that's what I'm trying to say. So when I got to the airport, he was like, yeah, we don't have Uber or Lyft or like shuttles or anything. So you're just going to have to like call the taxi company. Don't bite that. I'm going to use it. And I'll scrub this side. I forgot. Sorry. He's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, we don't have Uber or Lyft. You'll just have to call the taxi company. And I was like, oh, what's the number? And he was like, I don't know. And so when I get to the airport, I'm like in Fairbanks for the first time ever, you know. I have no idea where he lives. He was in class. Like, I told him my flight so far ahead of time. And he was like, okay. And then literally that day, he was like, oh, by the way, I'm still in class. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's, you know, what did I expect sort of deal. Did I scrub this side long enough? I feel like I did. One last. We'll get this side too. We'll do soft side later as we're winding down. So luckily I was standing on this curb with this woman who was like, she was extremely hot in like a way that, well, she is a female firefighter. Like, she puts out wildfires and she like does all this traveling. So she was hot in like a rugged kind of way. And I was like, yeah, my brother just kind of abandoned me here. And she was like, do you want to share a taxi? And I was like, I'm pretty sure you're not going to the university, so no thank you. But anyways, I get in this taxi, this guy who's really sketchy, and he was like, what are you doing? He was like, oh, my little debit card machine isn't working. I'll just write down your debit card. And he like had my debit card and he wrote all of it down. And so when I got to my brother, I was like so pissed because I'm like, what the hell? You left me? And now I've been, I don't know, that guy probably stole my debit card number. Turns out Fairbanks does have Uber. Fairbanks does have Lyft. My brother is just, you know, a man in his, how old was he at that time? I was 26, so he was 25. He was just a 25-year-old man, you know? That's just the way that they are. I like this one. The guy never did anything with my debit card number. Freaking knock on wood. But it was still scary. Anyways, it snowed, and he lived up on the mountain. And, yeah, he was like, it's not going to snow. It snowed 2 feet. And then we were up on the mountain. He has a dog who's like the literal worst. His name's Paul Revere. And I don't know. So it was just a lot. Hey, what is happening here? But we ended up having fun. And he took me to Value Village, which is the thrift store, his favorite thrift store. He gets like all his clothes there. And I picked out these 2 shirts and I was like, I literally cannot believe I have the haul of a lifetime for $6. And he was like, this is stupid. And then sometimes men compliment my clothing, but it's usually just my overalls. And I actually get a lot of compliments from men on my overalls. And it's not in like a flirty way. It's like, those look sturdy kind of way, you know? But anyways, I was at the grocery store the other day and the cashier like looked at my shirt and he was like, that is so good. Oh my God, I love that shirt. Like, that is so good. I'm like, okay, well, I feel like it's not that good, right? He called in a coupon, come here. Can you come here? Soup, come here. Please don't destroy that. It might be too late for you. You might be going down any second. Sauce queen, sauce biscuit, soup bowl, soup bean. And then he called another cashier over to look at my shirt. He was like, oh, you gotta come see this. I'm like, I don't think she's gonna like the shirt as much as you did, but she did. And that right there is the American dream. Do I love you? I don't know if you can see Sauce. I hope you can see her. Can you come and get up here on my lap? My lerp. So the big like, I truly cannot remember if I've scrubbed you with this or not. So I guess a little more won't hurt. The big like thing that happened to me this week, besides the cashier liking my shirt was, I'll post a video about it, but basically my neighbor found a cat in her crawl space, and it's an extremely friendly cat. And, you know, everybody wants me to keep it. They're like, oh, you know, the universal cat distribution law, but I genuinely do not want a fourth cat, and I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. I think that might even be, in an insane way, a normal thing to say. Not because I don't love her, and not because she's not an angel living on earth, but because I live in a 600 square foot house. I can't afford to take care of 4 cats, and also, like, that takes like time and attention away from the other 3. Should we soft side her? Suicette, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Get a little purr. Okay, Soup is asleep in the box in a very cute way. Should I move the camera so you can see her? Can you come? Why does nobody want to be in frame? You guys never want to be in frame. Look, the ghost of Ghost Roast wants to be in frame. Anyways. My brother and I are, oh my God, there's so much cat hair on this. I'm gonna have to toss this. Well, also because your brain negativity will be all over it. That's another reason I'll have to toss it. My brother and I are 12 months and 12 days apart, and we were both born in July. We're both Cancers, and you're like, wow, to be a Cancer raised right next to a male Cancer, you're a war hero. I know. I literally am. Okay. Should we, do you want to be spritzed? Can't hurt. I could tell you it's like rose water, but look at me. Look at me. This is tap water, babe. But it's still good for you. Okay, I'll scratch you, and then we'll go. I'll make it a long scratch. Can you hear her purring? I don't know when I started making that purring noise, but it makes me, I like making it. Wow, what an incredible sentence. I love my brain. Wish it worked. Okay. I love you. I'll literally see you here next week. Hopefully with only 3, hopefully with still only having 3 cats. Bye.